Greetings and blessings to everybody. Hope that this day is a fun day for you and that wherever you may be, whatever you may be doing, that you are safe, that your family is safe, that, things are well for you. I mean, there's so much happening in the world today to we all have to be thankful and blessings of the many things that we have in life and that we uh, uh, have been able to receive. So today, as I come before you and have this conversation regarding has Freemasonry been abandoned? Has Freemasonry been abandoned? And I pondered that question only because of various brothers and sisters that I've come across who are inactive in the Society of Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star. So today we're going to talk about has Freemasonry, including the Order of the Eastern Star, has it been abandoned? Why are those who were once part of this society choosing not to be active any longer? Choose not to be members of lodges and chapters any longer? What has happened to those individuals who they have walked away or have abandoned Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star? So my question to you today is, has Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star been abandoned? Has it been? You know, uh, what do you consider? What have you seen in regards to this very question that I'm asking? What is it that makes a person want to walk away from the very society of Freemasonry, which says that it is about the brotherhood of man, the fatherhood of God, truth? What is it that makes a person walk away from that on such principles of Freemasonry, such a so-called strong foundation, such a honorable institution? What makes a person walk away? Why is it that you see individuals and they have the decal on the back of their car and they know the works? Oh, they know the works. But they refuse to be active in any Masonic jurisdiction. Hear me clearly, in any Masonic jurisdiction. And they will tell you that. They would be like, nah, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. Can't do it, you know. And you and I have to ponder that sometimes. Why is it that you have a nice sized lodge or chapter, you're really in it, and all of a sudden you can see it dwindle. You see it dwindle. You got 50 in your chapter, you got 50 in your lodge, just to throw out a number. Then the longer you're in it, you see it gradually depreciate. You see the number go from 50 to 40, from 40 to 30, from 30 to 20, from 20 to 10. And this is what you got. This is where you're at. And so we have to really take a look at it. We have to somehow find out or ask the individual, why are you leaving? What is it that we're doing as a Masonic organization, as a society of Freemasonry, that you come in, you enjoy the craft, you enjoy the sisterhood, and then you lose that urge, you lose, your light becomes dim. Your light becomes dim. What is it? And I would say a lot of times we don't ask those questions. When a person can't pay their dues, we tend to cut them off. We say, well, let's go on to the next person. And that person somehow is bitter, So today, let's have this conversation, because I sometimes feel as if Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star has been abandoned. I feel that way sometimes. I do. I've been around for a minute. And I've seen some things in this brotherhood. Greetings, brothers. I'm from Africa, Kenya. Welcome aboard. I appreciate you joining in with us. Greetings and blessings to you. So, as we heal some PHA guys over because they said they weren't being taught. All right, Brother Jay. You know, traveling man. Men have to start by being transparent in their action. Many don't give an explanation as to why they don't pay their bills, leaving many of the brethren in the dark. That's pretty good. I'm seeing some pretty nice comments in regards to, you know, why a person will abandon the Order of the Eastern Star in Freemasonry. I'm seeing some comments, and some of them are legit. Really, quite a few of them are legit in that regards, and I can see that, and I can, I get it. I get it. But think of this, just for a moment. Just for a moment, hold that thought. We all know that there are many reasons why an individual would abandon the lodge or the chapter. We know that. But what is the solution to keeping them? I need solutions. We're all looking for solutions. And I do like what I think that was Traveling Man. I do like what he said. He said that men have to start being transparent. That's number one. He's absolutely correct. Let me share this with you. If a brother or a sister who's joining your Masonic order, please be transparent with them. Because as long as you're transparent with them, they're more than likely are going to stay because they see that you're upfront with them. And I'm going to share this with you. When an individual joins my lodge or my jurisdiction, it is a rule that we tell them that we are not recognized by PHA. They will not recognized by mainstream. And once we get that out the way and have that conversation with them, we have to do this. This is for the benefit of my jurisdiction. Once we do that, then we lay down the foundation for which we stand on. We can't talk about other jurisdictions. So we lay down a gauntlet. We say, this is what we stand for. This is how we do what we do here. And we give it to them. We don't, oh, well, man, you know, them brothers don't like us. That's why. No. We have to be honest and truthful with the members. We have to be transparent with them. And Traveling Man is absolutely correct. And when you are transparent with them, brothers and sisters, you're going to have a member for life. And I say that based upon my own personal experience in my lodge. My brothers, when I first came in, young and eyes wide open, excited about Freemasonry, the brothers told me, nah, we was meeting at the Masonic Hall in Mission Valley here in San Diego. Beautiful Masonic Hall, owned by the Grand Lodge Estate or the brothers here in San Diego, California. It was a beautiful Masonic Hall. We was renting the Masonic room, and we was going about our business. And we had conversation with the various brothers. As we go in our meetings, we would see the brothers from mainstream, and we would talk to them. There was no disrespect. We would hold that conversation, you know. But as anything, you know, when the rent get too high, you say, I can go buy my own building for the rent I'm paying here. So that's where that's at. But to get back to that, for the members like myself who came in, we was told, look, you know, this is who we are. There was no like, oh man, no, they couldn't tell us. We was well informed. I understood. And I could say that, you know. But on top of that, I would say to my elders who are gone, who are with the ancestors right now, they did a great job. Because what they did, they built relationships with other Masonic lodges. Key. They built relationships with other Masonic lodges, and in doing so, they laid a foundation that I myself can follow and build on. That was key. Those older guys had a relationship based because most of them was in the American Legion. Most of them was dealing with the VFW. They all had a relationship with a variety of brothers in various Masonic jurisdictions. And if you know anything about being an elk, being a part of an American Legion or the VFW, a lot of Masons are part of those organizations from various jurisdictions. And that's where we was able to build those relationships at. And in saying so, and understanding that, there was no real issue about the variety of lodges here in this area. It was very peaceful to say, you know. Oh yeah, the Elks too, a lot of brothers. And so in building those bridges, you get a better, you see Masonry how it should be in building those bridges. You do. You see Masonry for what it is. But what happens in all of that, somewhere along the line, the brothers and sisters lose that it factor. You know, they lose that moment in time where their light grow dim. So they abandon the organization for a lot of variety of reasons. But we have to understand, how do we stop that? What is it that we have to do individually, Masonically, for our jurisdiction to pause for the moment? What is it that you're not doing in your lodge, in your chapter, in your jurisdiction to pump the brakes on members abandoning the society itself? Are we doing ourselves a disjustice by telling them, oh, you can't do this or do that? Do we give them the full teachings and understanding of the Masonic Fellowship? Since we do say it's a worldwide organization, you can travel around the world and you'd always see a Mason, and you can have conversations. We say all those things, but is it really true? Is it true that we who are Masons can do these things? Like I said, I'm not about your jurisdiction. I'm saying you should be transparent with your membership. And I agree with Traveling Man on that. This is just one of the ways you can pump the brakes on members who decide to abandon Freemasonry. You also must take responsibility and show respect in regards to Freemasonry. When I say show respect regarding Freemasonry, Freemasonry regards no man for his religious belief or his doctrine. So therefore, you must ground yourself in the book of faith that rules and guides your life. And when you ground yourself in that VSL that you took your obligation on, then you know how to treat the next brother or sister. You know how to deal with them. Although you may not have amenity with them, you know how to deal with them. You know how to show dignity and respect to the organization for which you are a part of, especially your jurisdiction. See, what I gather is that wherever I go, and I have that square and compass on, it doesn't matter your jurisdiction. People don't care about your jurisdiction at all. They really don't. People don't care. They don't care about your jurisdiction. They have no idea what that's about. When they see the compass and square, they believe more so about Freemasonry than you do. When people see that compass and square, they believe that Freemasonry is a united organization or society. That's what they see. Until you come into the house of Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star. See, that's one of the keys. We have this facade in Freemasonry, in the Order of the Eastern Star, that it's this huge society, this and that, and it's not that way. And if you want it to be that way, you who are individually are going to have to show that. If you believe in that concept of Freemasonry, individually, you're going to have to show that. You're going to have to show it. Plain and simple. It's not even rocket science. You know, if you believe truly that Freemasonry is the brotherhood of man and the fatherhood of God with charity and justice, if you truly believe that, you're going to have to exemplify that. Simple as that. And when you can do that successfully, individuals with my country accent are going to they're going to stop. They're going to stop abandoning Freemasonry. They're going to see the joy in Freemasonry, in the Order of the Eastern Star. They're going to see the society and stand on it for what it really is. Right now, a lot of them don't. That's why you, me, everyone else that come across brothers, they know the works. They say, I'm not active right now, bro. Oh, man, come into my lodge. Come on to my lodge. Sister, come into my chapter. Sister, come on over here. Nah, I'm good. I'm just not going to be active anymore. Something happened along the way. What is it that we did to that brother or sister to turn them away from the very thing that's supposed to unite us? That's what it says. That's what it says. What is it that we did? What did we say? What did we not do? What did we not say? Brothers, do care. That's a logical, let's see. We have to be honest what we struggle with, being open and important. Okay, I missed that conversation. It is a volunteer organization just like the others. People will come and go. You can't stop it, but you can attempt to reduce it. Sure. And that's where we're at. No, you're never going to stop it, but let's reduce it. So in saying that, Brother Lewis, what is it that we can do? I know what I'm doing, but what is it? And I know what you're doing too, Brother Lewis. But what is it that we can do cohesively to slow that down? What is it? Every jurisdiction should have an agenda on how to keep members. You should. And you should apply that. So, and if you don't, you should adopt one on how to maintain your membership. You know, and encourage brothers and sisters to be open about what they're going through in their life and let them know that we sincerely care about them. Because a lot of times, brothers feel that you don't care. You don't care. You know, if you cared, you'd have given me a call. And brother, I really didn't know anything was wrong. But that doesn't stop you from calling. It doesn't stop you from calling, but this is what we get because we don't interject or give a call anymore at all. So this is where we're at today. We must be able to give an account, call that brother up, call that sister up. Hey, I'm just checking in on you. I hadn't talked to you in a while. I hadn't seen you at a meeting. Are you okay? No, I ain't okay. Talk to me. Well, you know such and such and such and such said this about me. No, I didn't know that, brother. Let's try to work this out. Did you know that such and such and such and such is sleeping with sister such? No, I didn't know. Let's work this out. This is truth. So when things don't get worked out, when a brother or sister is not being heard, they walk away. We have to go get them. We have to, because they was good brothers and sisters at first. And ask them, what was the attraction? What was the joy like when you first entered the craft? When you first became a member of the Eastern Star, what was that like for you? And see, can you regain that same joy, that same intimacy that you had when you walked through the doors of Freemasonry, when you opened the doors of the Order of the Eastern Star. What was that like for you? How did you feel? Let's see, can we bring that back? Because I'm not saying you're not going to have moments, but you should always have that, like, yes, I'm in the right lodge, I'm in the right chapter. These brothers and sisters, we've had our falling out. We've gone through it, but brother, I'm still here. I'm still here. Just as I was speaking on yesterday, this applies. This is just the part two to that. This is that interworking of why do we abandon the lodge and the chapter, and how do we keep the members? How do we slow it down? How do we reduce members from leaving, because they're gonna come and go, like Brother Lewis said. All right, what's going on, Robert? How you doing? Greetings, brothers. Old school rules, real recognize real teachings like yourself, and some selfish reason forsaking their obligation. They forsake the obligation. What will make a brother forsake the obligation, that oath? What I like about that obligation, that oath we take, what I really like about it, because as you go into the obligation itself, it's sweet. It says, in regards to the cable toe, the first cable toe, then it says you have a double tie. Now you get a triple tie. It means something, a triple tie. It means something, and most of us don't take that in consideration. Please, whatever you do, go back and read your obligation. Go back and read it. Check it out. Go back and read it and see what has happened, why you don't apply it anymore. If a brother informs the lodge that he's fallen on hard times and the lodge refused to assist, it is time to leave and find a new home. You damn right it is. You are absolutely right. The lodge should be able to have some type of resources for that individual to do the things that he or she needs to do in regards to moving forward. They should. And if they don't have the resources, they should be able to point that brother and sister in a direction to get the assistance they need. It ain't rocket science. But also, when a brother no longer needs or can use, or a sister no longer can need or use the chapter, then they're going to leave too. So you have to be careful. Because there are people who come into your lodge, into your chapter, just to use it, to build the relationship, to build the friendship, and use you. So you have to be careful. That's why it's important to, when you are vetting people to come into your lodge, your chapter, you have to protect it. You have to be careful. You do. Because if you don't, then the very ones that you are allowing to come in are going to be the ones to destroy it and tear it down. So you have to be aware of that. And this is where we're at today. We're at a place in our Masonic travels to where people are abandoning Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star. They are letting go of the triple tie. They no longer find a need for it because some have used it up. Some have burnt bridges. Some have been burnt themselves. So what they do is they just walk away. Hurt, distressed, disdained, and pissed off. But look, as always, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Be the light in the tunnel as you look at the end. And remember this, I'm not your study guide. I'm just here to help you study. Stay out the light. Keep your light on. Stay out the bushes. I'm out. Peace. Whoa.